The weight of the gray cloud. Silas, Micah, and Jasper had been best friends since they were small enough to fit inside a laundry basket. They spent every afternoon in the park, building elaborate worlds out of sticks and mud. They were a team, a trio, a knot that couldn't be untied. Silas always felt safe when he was with them, like he was exactly where he belonged. But one Tuesday, the air changed. It started with a small comment from Micah about the way Silas laughed. Then Jasper joined in, mimicking the sound. Silas tried to laugh along, thinking it was just a game, but the laughter felt sharp, like a pebble in his shoe. He didn't say anything, hoping the moment would pass. By Friday, the game had grown. Micah and Jasper had a new nickname for Silas, Silas, because they said he was boring and always dragging them down. Every time they said it, Silas felt a tiny crack in his chest. He felt like a balloon that was slowly losing its air, getting smaller and smaller while the world stayed the same size. At recess, Micah and Jasper whispered behind their hands. When Silas walked toward them, they would suddenly stop and walk away, leaving him standing in the middle of the blacktop. The silence they left behind was louder than any shout. Silas wondered what he had done wrong, turning his memories over like stones, looking for a reason. "It's just a joke, Silas. Don't be so sensitive," Micah said when Silas finally asked them to stop. Jasper nodded, though he didn't look Silas in the eye. The words hurt more than the nickname. They made Silas feel like his feelings didn't matter, like the pain he felt was his own fault for being, quote, too soft. That night, Silas sat in his room. The gray smudge on his chest had grown into a heavy cloud that sat on his shoulders. It felt like he was carrying a backpack full of lead. He tried to draw, but all the colors looked muted. He felt invisible, yet somehow, everyone was looking at him the wrong way. The next morning, Silas saw them by the swings. He took a deep breath, his heart thumping like a drum. "I don't like the nickname," he said, his voice trembling. "And I don't like being left out. It makes me feel like I'm not your friend anymore." Micah just rolled his eyes and pushed off on the swing, soaring away. Jasper stayed behind for a second. He watched Silas walk away, his head hanging low. The weight Silas was carrying seemed to fill the whole playground. Jasper looked at the space where Silas used to stand and felt a strange coldness in his own stomach. He remembered how Silas had shared his umbrella when it rained last month. Silas found a quiet spot behind the big oak tree. He let out a sob, and the gray cloud seemed to rain, dampening his shirt. Suddenly, a shadow fell over him. He looked up, expecting another joke, but it was Jasper. Jasper wasn't laughing. He was holding out a small, bright red marble, the one Silas had lost a week ago. "I'm sorry," Jasper whispered. "It wasn't a good joke. It wasn't everything, and the gray cloud didn't vanish instantly, but it did get a little lighter." Silas took the marble, and for the first time in days, he felt a spark of color return. They sat together in the shade, two friends starting to knit the knot back together, one stitch at a time.